Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is, it's a little box to hold an EOS lip balm. So popular. For those of us in the UK, you can get them in lots of places. Look on Amazon, they've got some awesome bargains in there. And it's kind of, well, it's not really an explosion box because it didn't explode, but it is one that is specifically for holding a little EOS balm. And you can see, look, I've gone with the colours, rose red and pink pirouette. And because the EOS balms, they're all plain inside. They're all just plain like that. Different fragrances and flavours. I couldn't tell you what that one is. But there are lots of different colours on the outside. So I'm going to show you how to make one for this colour balm. Love that colour. So we're going to go with a bit of a cherry cobbler blushing bride thing going on. So it was pink pirouette, rose red, cherry cobbler and blushing bride this time for sort of a sharper, slightly more clashing kind of colour, I think. So you need 3 pieces of cardstock that you're going to score. For the base of the box, this one here, 6 by 6 inches, so 15 by 15 centimetres. For the lid, 4 by 4, so 10 by 10. And then the inner panel, the inner section, which is what the balm sits in, this part here, you need one that is 1 7/8 of an inch by 5.5 inches, which is 4.5 centimetres by 14 centimetres. I'm not looking at what I'm doing here, I'm looking at my notes to the left. Okay, so you need those 3 pieces. I'll have everything written down on my blog as I always do. And we'll score first. So we'll score this one, the bigger piece, 6 by 6. So you can score that at 2 inches, 5 centimetres on all 4 sides. Super easy. Quick. And then the lid, which is 4 inches, which is 10 centimetres, you can score that at 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres on all 4 sides. Don't you just love a quick project? And then this panel, which is going to go inside, you're only going to score it on one side, on the long side, at 1 7/8 of an inch, 2 3/8 of an inch, 4 1/4. The light is glaring on here and I can't see what I'm doing very well. And 4 3/4 of an inch, which is 4.5, 6, 10.5 and 12 centimetres. So that's all my scoring done. So come along and burnish all your score lines. And then this one too. And then there's bits we need to cut. So with the lid, we're going to make this in a traditional style box, which is a lidded box. So you cut into your, you cut down to the rectangle and notch in at the sides of the square. And you do that all the way round. Just keep going. And the notching in is so that it closes beautifully and smoothly and has a nice professional finished look to it. Okay, don't need those bits. This one we're not going to cut into at all. This one here, we're going to take away the 4 outer corners. Just going to get rid of those completely. And so you have to be brave with a pair of scissors and cut them away. And you can definitely use them for something else because they're 2 by 2 inch scraps. You get a good amount of punching out of those. There we go. Okay. Oh no, I need that. I was keeping the wrong part. Okay, and then there's some, I'm going to round the corners of all of these. Just this one here. This is the Project Life corner rounder, and it came out in our catalogue last summer. It's got a deeper arc to it than our old one, which means that it's more rounded than our previous one. While I've got this in my hand, the little panels that are going to go inside, they measure 1 7/8 of an inch square. There's 4 of those, which is 4.5 centimetres square, and we only punch 2 of the corners. So not all 4. And you could maybe write a greeting on these or something like that, or you could put even more decoration on them. I know the beautiful exploding cards that are out there, or exploding boxes. You know, people do put lots of decoration on them. I'm today really kind of all about showing you the structure of the build for this particular box, rather than heavily decorating. And it fits in with a nice little border at the top. There we go. So that's the basic of the box. The lid here, I want to put a little bit on the top here before I start building this one up, because it'll be easier. So this is also a 1 7/8 of an inch square piece, 4.5 centimetres. So this is in the opposite colour, so we've got a whole opposite colour thing going on. And that just goes straight into the middle of the top of the box. And then I'm just going to glue these sides down, so I've got fuse this time. Just fold them round. And where we've done the sloping edges, it just means that, you know, you haven't got any unsightly bits that are sticking up here or anything like that. Then to finish off this part here, this I'm going to punch my hole in. So if I just take this out, and you see I've got a little pretty thingy going on over here. So I've got a piece of scrap. You punch your hole first, and then you punch the scallop round it. Now the hole that I've got is the, I've lost it, 1 3/8 of an inch circle punch. I don't think I got it out. Not very bright today. It's the 1 3/8 of an inch circle punch, and it fits perfectly. Look, just perfect. So you punch your hole first, and then you punch your scallop round it, which is the 1 3/4 inch scallop circle. And that is going to go on here, but we also need to punch the same hole into this part. So this one that I've already cut, see, that's very sensible. My method of my madness is going to be my template, so that I know I'm going to be centre with my little EOS hole is. So that is a template guide for me. And when I now put this little chappy round there, it's going to be really cute. So a little bit of two-way glue. And two-way glue is blue. Oops. When it's blue and you stick it to something, it will have a permanent close. If you let it go clear, it will then go a bit like Post-it notes, and it will be a temporary close, a temporary stick. And it dries quite quickly too. So a little bit of fuse on here. So that's the end that is going to close underneath. That's going to stick to the bottom there, so I'm going to put some more adhesive on here. Pop it into the centre of my box. And I'm going to finish off the lid with some stamping. And I have got here polka dot pieces. Love it. It's the biggest one that I've got. Don't know why I went with the whole spotty theme. I just did. So I've got the cherry cobbler. And I need to stamp this 3 times. So once so I can punch round it. And then I'm going to have one off to one side because I want the centre part. And one close to the bottom, maybe a little too close to the bottom for the centre. So back with the same punch I used before, 1 3/4 inch scallop circle. And then I've got my 3/4 inch circle so I can cut out the centre part. And then a little 1/2 inch circle for the very centre. Oh! There we go, and lift the whole lot up on dimensionals. So, oh, it's there. I was trying. Oh, I'm so daft sometimes. I was trying to work out why there was no stamping on there. Oh dear, I need coffee, clearly. So one in the middle of there. Oops, oh. Oh, it's just gone completely off the side. Let's try that again. One in the middle of there. I've got a little pearl to go in the centre. More dimensionals onto the lid. And I get my EOS Balm, so the darker red there, the paler pink there. It folds up and the lid sits on nicely, like that. What do you think? I kind of like it. I think that's quite cute. It's different way. Oh look, that's just popped open. Different way to display and show off your EOS lip balm. Perfect as a gift. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.